The nation faced new tension over terror today. It stemmed from a possible plot timed around the 10th anniversary of 9/11 and aimed at the same cities. From Times Square in New York City to the subway system in Washington, police were plentiful today. They had already ramped up staffing levels for the 9/11 weekend, then increased them again after word of the new threat. Counter-terror officials were said to be chasing what they call credible but unconfirmed intelligence about a possible car bomb plot that surfaced Wednesday night. On ABC this morning, Vice President Joe Biden said there's still no sign an attack is imminent.
There's no certitude. We don't have the smoking gun, but we do have talk about using a car bomb.
But we do know that individuals entered the United States with the intent to launch a car bomb?
I've been told that that was an intention to get people into the United States. To do that, from a credible source, but we do not have confirmation of that.
Various news accounts said there might be 3 suspects, possibly including an American citizen. They may have traveled to the U.S. from Afghanistan or Pakistan. The FBI's James McJunkin spoke last night in Washington.
There are scores of people at this moment at FBI headquarters and with a number of the DHS components that are together scrubbing through mounds of data looking for potential leads for individuals that may, where suspicion may arise around them.
Reuters, citing an unnamed U.S. official, reported the plot may be linked to Ayman al-Zawahiri. He took command of al-Qaeda after Osama bin Laden was killed in May. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton seemed to confirm the link today in New York.
Al-Qaeda, again, is seeking to harm Americans, and in particular to target New York and Washington. This should not surprise any of us. It is a continuing reminder of the stakes in our struggle against violent extremism, no matter who propagates it.
And the 9/11 anniversary presents a prime time for attack, as the president's counter-terror advisor, John Brennan, told me earlier this week on the NewsHour.
We know from the material that was recovered from the bin Laden compound that bin Laden was looking at the 10th anniversary of 9/11 as an opportunity to strike yet again at the U.S. homeland. Our intelligence agencies and law enforcement agencies have been very, very diligent in looking at all the different potential actors out there.
There was no change ordered in the nation's terror threat level, but police in New York were especially focused on bridges and tunnels. They set up vehicle checkpoints and baggage checks. At the same time, Mayor Michael Bloomberg rode the subway to work in a bid to reassure commuters. And he encouraged New Yorkers to go about their lives as usual.
You don't want Al-Qaeda or any other organization, I don't know if this is Al-Qaeda or some other terrorist organization, you don't want them to take away the freedoms without firing a shot. It's just this is ridiculous.
Officials insisted President Obama isn't changing his plans either. He will mark Sunday's anniversary by attending ceremonies at all 3 of the 9/11 attack sites.